Afano. That is how we say good morning in Mita. I am standing in front of a plant. This is, we call it a guava plant. In my local language, it's called tamtuk. And it's really a wonderful plant. It's a lifesaver. This plant has saved me many times. And where did I learn about this plant? I learned it from my mom. When we were little, she used to boil it and give us a drink when we have stomach upset. But as kids, we didn't really love the taste of it. Sometimes we don't want to drink it. But I tell you, I really got to know the value of this tamtuk, especially as a missionary, as a development worker. And when you go to these places, these communities, it's a pride, it's joy for every community member to give you something to eat. And sometimes you eat, it doesn't go well with your stomach. I remember one time we went to this village in the east. I think it's Badway, somewhere in the east, like in the heart of the forest. And most people in the east, they really eat the food in the forest and even the animals. So they give us this bushmeat. Bushmeat is really their food. Breakfast, bushmeat. Lunch, bushmeat. Snacks, bushmeat. Every time my colleagues and I, we ate bushmeat, and we ate and ate. You know what happened? What next? Oh my God. I'm sure you understand what happened. Having problems with our stomach as a result of bushmeat. And you know what? This is what saved us, tamtuk, in that trip. And we had to pluck, the soft part. You just pluck it and wash it, and you either chew it or you boil it. And I don't know what you think. I don't know if you've tried tamtuk before, guava leaves. I don't know whether you've tried it before, but I tell you, it really works. The other day I was talking with my dad. We're talking about cultural history or family history, and he talked about this concoction that my grandfather transferred the technology. I call it technology because when we say technology, sometimes people think only of machines and all that, but I tell you, I call it technology. So he transferred the knowledge of this concoction, to my grandmom. And what is this concoction? What does it do? This concoction was made for women in order that they can breastfeed maybe another woman's child. Sometimes women die during childbirth and the child needs another mom. So sometimes you may find a lady that needs to breastfeed that child, and the breast milk does not automatically flow. So there is this concoction that my grandfather used to make. By the way, my grandfather was a known herbalist for his medicinal plants. He had really strong skills in that area. Well, who knows, maybe that's why I love herbs so much. So my grandfather taught my grandmom how to do it, and I asked my dad, do you know how to do it? He said no. My grandfather asked my grandmom to teach my brother. So I was not so sure. I felt a bit disappointed because I was not even sure that my brother would be able to remember, that technology that was being transferred many years back. And it kept me thinking, and I'm asking myself, what technologies do you have right now, maybe as parents, that you are still to transfer? We are living in a time when people, human beings, leaders have failed us in many ways. Princes, as the Bible says, as I was reading in Psalms 118 this morning, it said, do not put your trust in man or in princes, because they will fail you. So we are living in a time where we are disappointed and we don't know where to get the solutions. And sometimes the solutions are just in the simple things that God has created, like simple things around us. And it kept me thinking, what are some of these simple things, some of these simple remedies to problems, to diseases that we have buried or that we are ignoring in our cultures? It's time for us to transfer technology. It's time to document it, safeguard all these technologies and good things that really work for our parents. Give me a comment and tell me more about the herbs that saved you in one way or the other. Please drop down the comment and let me know more about it.